The tournament is on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be live on Twitch watching it. So if you want to hang out with me and watch it, you are more than welcome to. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Retals, and today I am back with some more predictions. It's been a little while. I feel like I'm trying to remember the last time I did predictions. I think I did London predictions. So it's only been a couple months, but we are back with EWC predictions. If you don't know what EWC is, it is the yearly tournament that is in Saudi. It is a $500,000 prize pool, I think. 3 teams from NA, 3 teams from EU, 2 MENA, 2 SAM, 2 OCE, 2 APAC, and 2 SSA, I think? Yeah, that sounds right. Pretty worldwide. It's a worldwide tournament. Usually you have more NA and EU. Now you only have, 1 extra NA EU. So you have a lot of teams from the extra regions. So this should be a pretty interesting tournament, but what that also means is that there's going to be a little bit more of a gap between the top and the bottom. Usually, even like an NA4 or an EU4, has a pretty good chance of doing well in the tournament. But hey, alas, here we are. So, things to note. We have some interesting things. 1, G2, the #1 seed, is playing with NAS instead of Beast Mode. Beast Mode, for personal reasons, couldn't attend the event, and NAS was their fill for that. Chiefs are playing with M80 Yoris. Interesting substitution. No, I don't think he's moving there next year. I'm pretty sure it's just for this single tournament. I think they just asked me. He's like, sure, why not? Anything else? Anything? Oh, Twisted. This will be... Ooh, I think. Wait, I have Liquipedia on my second monitor. Yes, okay. This will be Nupo's first tournament with this roster. So Nupo's with Twisted. It should be it. Everything else should be relatively normal, but let's get into it. You guys know how these go. Some of these are obvious. We're just gonna fly through the easy ones. Okay, no, nothing there. Across the pond, that is X Elevate roster. I had to check that myself. Gen G Secret could maybe give a fight. I don't think so though. There's always going to be an upset, though. There's an upset. Nkosi Ballers is the second SSA team. Honestly, I have no idea who these guys are. It's very ignorant of me, so I'm sorry, but they are in a very tough bracket. So I'm not feeling too confident for them. This one actually could be interesting. I like this match a little bit. It feels like a lot of these first rounds are very predictable because there really is like a top 8 or maybe a top 9 here at this tournament. I'd say top 9 with Secret. But, here we go. We'll go ahead and give it to Vitality, though. Gentlemates Chiefs shouldn't be an issue. I always say, and I always try to pick the upset, that there's usually an upset. But in these matches, I'm really not feeling maybe this one. No. Right? No. Nah, I'm going to keep that on 3-2. Okay, let's do lower bracket. Limitless Power. SSA's best team against OCE's best team. We're going to give this one to Power. Powers, they've had pretty good results recently. They seem to always go to the 2-3 round in Swiss, which is impressive. Top 12 in the world. So we'll give that one to Power. Across the pond, I fear this is where you will meet your maker. That'll be APAC 2 seed. Again, Nkosi Ballers, I could be butchering that completely. By the way, I don't know anything about you. I'm sorry if you guys start bawling. I would love to see it. I looked at the Wikipedia, not sure who these guys are. I don't really keep up with SSA as much as I need to. So I'm sorry for, not trying to be disrespectful. Chiefs Glad. This one's kind of interesting, actually. OCE 2 seed or 3 seed against APAC 1 seed. Moving Tho over this season. I could see this going either way. I'm gonna give it to Gladiators. I'm gonna give it to Glad. I think it's gonna be close. Okay, here we go. To the uppers. G2 BDS. You have it every tournament. It's like the staple matchup nowadays. G2 playing with the sub with NAS, and honestly, I think they're gonna be really, really, really good with NAS. BDS winning 2 regionals right before London and not having a good London. I am going to give this one to... I'm going to give this one to BDS. I think it's going to be close, though. Guys, I really don't think... I guess it's a hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take. I think this G2 roster with NAS is going to be really, really good. Like, I don't think it's going to be a huge change on how they are with Beast Mode. I think Beast Mode's a better play than NAS, yes, of course, but NAS's talent is absurd. Falcons Gen G. We saw this one at London. It honestly wasn't particularly close. I'm going to go ahead and give it the same way that it ended in London because I do rate this Falcons team like top 3 in the world. Okay, Furia Vitality. Again, we also saw this one in London, right? With Furia beating Vitality. I think Vitality is going to get their get back. I think I'm going to go Vitality in 5. Gentlemate Space Station. I actually don't think this one's going to be that close. I think it's going to be a Gentlemate sweep. Okay, lower bracket final. We got G2 Power. We've got some upset potential in this round, but not here. Not here. Not that one. I called this upset in London, and actually the series, it was 3-1 Gen G, but it was way closer than it actually looked. Gen G pulled away with the last game, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. I'm not gonna bet against him again when it comes to this. Jack always yells at me when I bet against him. Furia Twisted could be interesting. Furia, yes, probably a top 8 team in the world, top 9 team, wherever you want to put them. They're in my top 8. But Nupo's talented. That kid plays Rocket League, and he's very fun to watch on the ball. This is going to be a fast series if it happens. A very, very, very quick series. A lot of mechanics. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to give it to Furia, but do not be surprised if this series is close. Man, I really haven't predicted any upsets, and I'm not going to start here. Sorry. Okay. Now we get to the top 8. Like I said, this tournament, with the removing one EU, one NA team from how like majors are, where there's like 8 NA EU combined, plus Falcons, plus Furia, you usually have like some parity. I don't see it in this one. So I think, you can make an argument for Secret. You can make an argument for Twisted. But other than that, and maybe Power too. But other than that, I feel like the group stage was pretty obvious how it was going to go. Like I don't really see much difference here. But we get to the bracket. So BDS being the 1 seed plays Space Station the 8. Then we have 4 versus 5. We have that would be 2 versus 7, right? Yeah. 2 versus 7, and then 3 versus 6. Interesting matchups here. All best of 7. Thank God those were best of 5s. I actually didn't even look at the fine print. Okay. Now we get to actually analyze these a little bit. I'm gonna start. What do I think is? Wow, these series are insane. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one. I do think SSG is the weakest of this top 8. Maybe them or Furia. Regardless, I do see BDS taking this pretty handily. The way Space Station wants to play is very quick. It's very, get the ball out of defense, play fast, boom the ball, LJ catches it, scores. And it's very fast out of the back, and I don't think it's going to work very well when this Monkey Moon in particular holds like a very high line. Like they don't really let you get out of your half for free, and Space Station, it's very important for them to get out of their half because they don't play the best defense. I'm going to give it a BDS. Again, just my opinion. Sorry if you guys don't like it. Vitality Gen G. Gen G been in a little bit of a slump recently. Vitality didn't participate in Shift Summer League, so we don't really know how they're looking. Again, I have no scrum knowledge, no nothing from these teams, so I'm kind of going in blind here. Vitality's the better side. Is Gen G going to be in better form? Maybe. Probably not. I'm going to give Vitality... but they didn't look that good in London. I don't know. They both got, what, 5th, 8th in London? I could be wrong there. I don't think I am, though. I'm going to give it to Vitality in 6. I think it's going to be a good series. I think those are 2 teams that are around, like, anywhere between, like, 4th through 7th in the world right now, 4th through 6th. So I think they are pretty evenly matched, but I think Vitality's going to squeeze it out. Falcons Furia, again, I don't hide how much I love this Falcons team. I think the craziest thing about them, and I got the pleasure, or not the pleasure, I got the chance to play against them in Copenhagen when we were there. And it is the first team that I've played that they were just very clinical in their 1v1s and their 2v2s and their 2v1s. They would score every single time. They never really messed it up. And against a team that's going to overcommit a lot with Furia, I don't think this one's actually going to be that close. I'm going to give that one to Falcons in 5. Gentlemates G2, Copenhagen final. What I think are 2 of the best 3 or 4 teams in the world. You know, I think these guys are pretty clearly in everyone's top 4 in the world right now. G2 coming off a London win, Gentlemates coming off a Copenhagen win, plus a top 4 at London. G2 again with the sub. It makes you think. I don't. Wow, I'm really gonna predict a no NA top 4. I love, again, I haven't seen it. The idea of G2 with NAS, I like it a lot. Is it going to be enough to be Gentlemates? I don't see it. I think it'll be close. That's really unfortunate because I was going to have G2 going far in this tournament. But Gentlemates is just, it's a bad matchup for G2 already with their full roster at, you know, maybe 80% strength with NAS. I don't see it. Okay, here we go. 0 NA top 4. Love my region. BDS Vitality. Again, I'm not super, you know, I feel comfortable judging like one NA team and one EU team or one MENA team because I know how the NA team plays and I know like a rough idea of how EU teams play. Obviously, I'm more knowledgeable about NA than other regions because I get to play against them, you know, weekly. Falcons Gentlemates, we saw this one in London. It was honestly, I think it was a high quality series. It was 2 of the best 3 teams, and I still think this is 2 of the best 3 teams in the world. Honestly, maybe 1 and 2, but I liked the way that Gentlemates played, and I do think they trolled a little bit. I think that this series they very easily could have won. I think they played like a little worse than they usually do. I'm gonna give it to Gentlemates just because they're just suffocating. This team is suffocating. They're very systematically strong. I think it's going to be... Nah, I'm going to give it in 7. But you have Falcons and MENA. I don't know. I think that could go either way. Honestly, this series could be any scoreline except a sweep either way. Or a 4-1. I think it's guaranteed to go 6 or 7. With whoever, you know, whoever's just playing better on the day. BDS Vitality. BDS looked really good online. They won the last 2 regionals, I'm pretty sure. And then they won that 2v2 tournament right before London. They just got absolutely hammered by Gentlemates. I'm going to say that was a one-off. I'm actually going to believe in BDS a little bit here. I'm going to have some BDS Hopium. We have BDS Gentlemates in the final. I'm really not sure how these 2 matched up against each other this season. I really don't remember. But online, I'm pretty sure BDS played them really well. I know they played in London, Swiss. Who won that? Let me figure that out really quick. I know they played each other. They played each other like round 3 or 4, I believe. Okay, I'm back. Gentlemates took BDS down in 4, and actually, I think that's jogging my memory. I'm pretty sure Gentlemates had a very good matchup against BDS. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go by the numbers. I'm gonna give it to them in 6. And Gentlemates are your EWC Cup champs. Not EWC Cup, EWC champs. In reality, I think that G2 can win this tournament with NAS. I think Gentlemates can win this tournament. I think Falcons and Fury can win this tournament. I don't think Fury. I think Falcons can win this tournament. I think Genji and Vitality can win this tournament. And I think BDS can win this tournament. I think there's realistically 6 teams that have a chance of winning the tournament. And that's kind of how it always is. There's always like a handful of teams. And you can kind of pick whoever's playing the best on the day. But that's obviously hard to do. I'm going to go with Gentlemates just because their consistency online has been pretty unreal this season. They have consistently at both lands looked like a top 3 team. And that's, you know, no one else has really done that. I know G2 also looked really good, but okay, that's not fair to say. G2 also looks like a top 3 team both lands. But it's Gentlemates. That's my pick. Hate me. Let me see yours in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm going in blind to this tournament. I'm very excited to watch. By the way, I don't know when this video is getting posted, but the tournament is on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be live on Twitch watching it. So if you want to hang out with me and watch it, you are more than welcome to. But as always, if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.